And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Beal, also known as White Shadow, and I just suddenly had the urge to play with the BFG and land some clips. And also, I would like to take this opportunity and also speak my mind on the current, basically what I'm thinking of right now.
Waking up, feeling the taste of our fight last night.
So we're gonna be playing Roblox, so it's nothing too crazy in the grand scheme of things. But I also been having this like sudden urge to just play Skylanders again, and I know I have. It's been really difficult, basically, because all my Skylanders are basically in storage, and basically, if I want to play it again, I have to go through the entire like several boxes worth of stuff. That, fortunately, if it's like a pyramid thing where if you move one piece, the others will follow. And I recently that I just get informed that there might be a possibility for a new Skylanders game, which it actually excites me a little bit. Another thing is basically that there's just a lot of stuff, really. Not only do damn it, he's like a little busted. But yeah, it's just a lot of stuff has been happening as well. Not only that, I've been trying to read a little bit more. Like recently, I picked up the Ascension of the Bookworm because I am an avid fan of when the anime came out, and I did like the series. And then not only after that, like I think a year after the first season, and after I already watched the second season and all that, where the main character Mime basically goes into the cathedral and basically, well, it's a spoiler, but she basically gets adopted into noble society as a commoner with Mana, which it's also, it's plot wise, it's not the most creative, but world building, it is the most intriguing one by far. And I thought the anime was great, but my friend Destroyer keeps like having like this turf over, like, oh no, this series buns, and like, oh, I think this series is great. And it turns out to be that the anime adaptation of it is actually a little bit not that good, all considered, which I find quite hard to believe. Because I think it's for what it has, it's already a great series. But after reading the manga physically, it's quite different, I'll say. Of course, physical translation is different from Japanese and all that, not all considered. And I'm more used to the English dub of the anime, how they pronounce or how they interpret the different words in translation. And it's just a little bit of a disagreement, mostly on how they basically decided to go about deciding. In the anime, they went with priest and priestesses, which is a normal, like, honestly, like, oh, that makes sense. But in the manga, there's just straight up just say priests and bishops, and then just shrine maiden, which, all considered, does not make any sense, because shrine maidens, well, you have to have a shrine, and meanwhile you're in the cathedral, which is basically almost like a Catholic church sense of the word, basically. And also, these guys can suck my ass, holy, sweating their asses off me while I'm just... But yeah, that's what I've been doing physically, and if I'm not editing or playing games, that's basically what I'm trying to do. And I've been traveling to the library pretty regularly to basically check if they have the volumes, because but because I would like to get this off my chest. Basically, like, why the hell is the physical manga of this series so convoluted for no reason? Because it goes from part 1 to volume 6, then part 2 all the way to volume like 13, which a simple continuation like volume 6, 7, and 8 onward. But no, they decided to just reset, and I get why they probably did it, or how the author intended it. But this is where I have to give like a negative Riz point, because this, for somebody who's going to a library where I'm talking to, basically, I mean, the people in my local library are not, I wouldn't consider ancient fossils, but these are people that they'll think that a blueberry is still a pretty new thing, and I'm not assuming anything. I'm assuming, but this is basically the idea that you should have, like, to know like the age range. And I forgot this is Catcher the Hill. And yeah, it's just that's my only gripe about it. Where I'm happen to be on volume 3. I happen to be on volume 3. Which on part 2, that's another dilemma. Holy, but I do enjoy it, but there's just a few wordings where in the physical form, I should say, it's just where I have a few like disagreement how they would have translated. But that's the beauty of it, really, where you can interpret it, the words, who's behind me? Where it's like you can read it with yourself, and basically come up with the words that you need to come up. I missed. He's right, puppying? No, he dealt with. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. So, but I also picked up the physical volumes for Magus Bride, which I've been meaning to pick up again, like for like a longest time, because they did introduce a lot of new stuff, meaning like a new season and all that, and I've been meaning to get back into it, because I also read like months ago a spin-off of the same series, where instead of following, forgive me if I don't remember, but the redhead, quite literally, but we follow, forgive me again because it's been a while, the boy, so happens to be the French side of things, where he's painted. Oh, I see you. Oh, you're shitting me, man. I'm literally like land clips from around the corner. But I can't hit a stationary guy who thinks he's like slick. Holy. But yeah. I wasn't able to turn fast enough. But yeah. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing in my spare time when I'm not editing or playing or anything. Yeah. But I also find it quite hard for me to read normally in my own in my room actually, because it's just so pitch dark, and even when I'm in my I don't mean to press that. Um, yeah. Yeah. So, moving on from the discussion of me reading my problems away. I recently, well, not recently, but I've been actively playing Uma Musume, which as it so happens to be, there's the 1.5 anniversary is coming up around the corner. And I don't know if all the sources that I've watched, but basically I was told by watching those sources that the autoplay is going to be coming about the corner, which I'm very excited about, because it just means that there's going to be slightly more grinding instead of me paying attention and not. I need to reload! No! Ah, cunt. But yeah, it just means that I don't have to basically be on the game 24/7 grinding a parent that I want to have, but I can't basically afford to. Like, basically, I get distracted pretty easily, giving that my record. And I do want to edit more. It's just I never find the time to edit my own videos in the quality I want to. Hell, only then did I realize that my most recent video where I was, I believe, playing Monster Hunter, that I realized that I just like put my thing where I say subscribe to the channel, and much bigger than it needed to be. Cunt. Oh, you get it, bitch. I can tell the structure of people. But yeah, Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is a very good game. I like the game so much. I wish I could play more of the. I wish I can play a little bit more of the older titles. Why are we going into the mall? I wish I can play some of the older titles just so I can see some of the older monsters, which I hope in the upcoming expansion of Ascendance for Monster Hunter that they introduce a lot more old monsters that haven't been seen before, and then the last three since the last two titles. Rise introduced a monster that I didn't really was aware that it was a standalone monster from a completely separate IP. Well, not IP, but basically it was one of the online versions of the game, which is like I want to consider it like World of Warcraft or anything like on the sort, but it's like. It's just it's like, I think it's more like RuneScape, I guess. If I have to take a guess, basically. And I don't like the idea behind. I don't like the people behind the. Dude, that is just a pity party right there. Holy. But yeah, I don't like the people behind it, which is Tencent, which is Chinese. Which doesn't necessarily make it bad per se. Oh, I think he had the same idea. I think he's in the train. No, that's just my team. Yeah. Monster Hunter Outlanders, for being a mobile game, I really think that's gonna be like, how can I say this? For how disappointed it looked like for me personally, at least the silver lining I want to see it basically is to be on the Switch. Because with graphics and gameplay like that, at minimum, at least needs to be on the Switch. So at least that's another way you can play it with at least with controls. Because it's cool to have a mobile Monster Hunter. I think that's itself is going to be very successful. But I think just giving it another way for you to play it besides playing it on mobile is going to be more advantageous than just like stale on a single thing. Because there's gonna be people. I know I'm one of them. Like yeah, I can play a mobile game where I have to use both my fat fucking sausages to play the game. But in the same time, not a lot of people do like doing that. So if giving them a way to use a controller, oh my god, to basically play the game, it will be very interesting. And for being a mobile game, that it happens to be a gacha game, which, how the fuck that works, you know? I did see 2 videos of Outlanders. I did see the initial web page of basically introducing what the game is about. I was just never aware that it was actually just a gacha game. Which, to be fair, there's good gacha games and bad games. And the good ones are the ones that are just very heavily free-to-play friendly. I haven't touched Genshin since last year, where I got the new Xbox to basically play some of the games that I wanted to play, but I couldn't. Oh, please be my bait. Please be my bait. Is somebody coming behind me? It worked like a fucking like a children's tool. Somehow it worked like a plan. Holy. But yeah. And I play Arknights, which I love Arknights. I really do. I haven't, but I like it. It's mostly to do that I like the gameplay, as well as some of the story bits that I've seen here and there. It's a very good game, and I don't blame some of the people for the early iteration or the early stages of its life cycle, because it was pretty slow. It was pretty entertaining. It was still grabbing it's still trying to figure out how to step properly. And by the end of it, it started becoming mostly like a powerhouse. That game, Arknights, also had a few collaborations as well. Mostly the most notable ones being Rainbow Six and Monster Hunter, and the most randomest one being Delicious in Dungeon. Bro's just carrying a double barrel shotgun. I mean, I shouldn't be speaking much either because I'm just running about just. But yeah. But yeah, I don't. Dude, bro's on me. Holy. Yeah. I play Arknights. Let me get back to the point. And before I lose my train of thought again, because it happens before. I like Arknights. I also like Epic 7. And those 2 games right there, a Chinese game and a Korean game, and honestly, for my entire history, I always found that Korean games are very generous when it comes to gacha games. I was the guy's bait. And he didn't fumble. Okay, at least if he fumbled bad, I would have been a little bit late tilted right there. Somebody above me. Someone trying to hit me. hear him. Where is he? And I did play a few others, and I did play a few others that are pretty friendly. Right now, that I have on my radar is Nikke, which is so happens to be it happens to be somewhat friendly, a free-to-play friendly game. Even though the gameplay is kind of like nay cringe, baby. It's like a shooter that's a 2D. It's a 2D shooter that you have. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. The game is fine. It's fine, and it's also I like it for the fact that it's just a big middle finger to the modern audience crowd where like thinking sex doesn't sell and every woman has to be a fat obese black woman or something like that. It just so happens to be like fucking like has 2 dicks or whatever. I don't know. Those type of people is just the biggest like oh you were never loved as a child, were you? Type of like red flags. And I guess the biggest I don't know. Just games. And I'm glad I was never a PlayStation fucking like cis boy. Oh, stupid monk. Oh, he jumped. Yeah, just games and PlayStation having the no disc things is the biggest middle finger that PlayStation can do as a whole, because as years go on, I fear that the PC meta will be like or will rise and people are gonna start buying computers instead of consoles, because like the amount of, and there's gonna be a few players here and there that are gonna have the console still stay alive for the years to come, mostly being Nintendo for how greedy they are, and also and yeah, pretty much Nintendo for how. Because they're the only people that are stubborn enough to just continue doing the same thing over and over again. And I'm sick and tired of running about with this. Even though I love hitting the clips, I'm gonna try something else. Yeah, and I hope, and I dislike Xbox at least a little bit. I dislike it. I mean, I play on it, but that doesn't mean I will love it. Like, first chance I'll get, I'll ditch it for a PC port. Not a PC port, but a PC entryway. Because it's just the fact that we're gonna be heading more and more to a digital age where. And this gets repeated multiple times, but it's the most truest statement. You'll buy stuff that you don't own and be happy. I'm a big anime fan, and yeah, I hate PlayStation. I also hate Nintendo. The only reason why I even own a Switch is because of Pokemon. And even Pokemon's like no longer becoming like, oh, like, oh, you got me this time, I'll give you a chance to change. No, like, I'm not buying the Switch 2 even if they fucking put like a strip of diamond in there. It's like the biggest, like, or like the end portal with the fucking the sky portal mod or whatever. Alright, these guys can suck my fucking Bangkok or whatever. Holy, I'm going back. I'm going back. Holy, I know what to play. I know what type of players these are. I'm not gonna have fun even if I just like moderately clock in. Holy, alright. But yeah, physical media is gonna die. And the only way to prevent it from dying is by everyone being aware that you must own your stuff physically as the biggest middle finger as possible. And it doesn't mean you have to go out of your way to just start buying movies, games, and all that. It's just the stuff that you really, really love, you just have to make an extra effort to have a hard lock on it. Because these people, what the fuck a gun was that? It looked like a fucking airsoft. You know, I don't know how to explain it. It looked like one of the things that have like the drum thing over it. It's like it has an air canister. I don't know how to explain that. How that gun looked to me. I'm gonna loop this back to the beginning of the conversation where I'm excited for Skylanders to coming back. The biggest way for Xbox to basically win the biggest W of the century is by basically just doing the opposite when Xbox decided to just make it so you own no discs, like earlier in Xbox life cycle, the Xbox One I should say, is where they had this stupid like thing where if you already like put a disc inside like in your game like console, that it was locked, and it was basically like a plastic that you now just had if you decided to sell it again. Which, how does these niggas always find me? Holy, like I know I'm not being like quiet, but holy, these guys, like I look around the corner, I go back when I'm going this way, and then suddenly this guy just spawns right behind me. Holy! The blind guessing is always, gambling through the walls is always the greatest feeling. I mean, it's not the greatest feeling when it's done to you. Holy, it's the greatest feeling when you do it to them. Alright, I think we're locking in a little bit. That was my greatest single line for learn. Physical media dead. I'm restating to end it. Restating. Physical media dead. PlayStation bad. Nintendo bad. Xbox only winner because default. Don't buy Xbox. Buy computer instead. Boom. Boom. If you can always buy physical when you can and able to. Don't buy and pirate, and always pirate when you can, because buying isn't owning. There, boom. My life lesson. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Touching back. The autoplay is not going to be something too crazy where it's like, oh my god, it's going to change how I play the game from the very start, from the very end. No, it's a very mild thing, really. It's just there to just help you get parents, so when you decide to play yourself, you at least have options now. And the score system is not all that big of a deal that you should be like, oh, if I don't get the best, if I don't get UG or whatever, my parents useless. No, it's not that. It's nothing like that. It just means that you should have a lot of. He's in the walls. prone. He's prone somewhere. He's expecting me. He's expecting me. He went for the. He's hiding in the wall. He's in right there. Oh, I see several people that I can just take my time. No, I'm reloading, dude. Why? Dude, this guy's gonna get me. Fuck! Come on. Oh, he's dead. I missed. Boom, bomb. Oh, dude, somebody's holding down the fucking trigger. Dude, that was the biggest lie. Dude, I'm gonna have that fucking meme of that, like, whatever Ugandan, I don't know what he is. Yo, buddy, it's like, I don't know what time it is, but, like, you're being too loud. Yeah, it's kind of expected. Sure, why not? I'll use the Uzis. On the worst map for the fucking map. Ole. And it's fucking, of course, it's kill confirmed. Why does it has to be kill confirmed? Like the worst game mode ever. He's young. I knew it. I'm running into discussions to talk about, and I don't know how commentators do this. And it's alright, I know what kind of a gun this is. I have to look directly at their head or they don't die. Great. I should be good at that. Should. Keyword. 35 for body. Of course, guys. Of course, the guy with a suppressor does more damage than an unsuppressed gun. Yeah, that's definitely, and a primary too. Sorry for even attempting to challenge you. My fault, gang. Dude, what? This guy is a fucking monkey. Holy. Dude, how? Like, dude, I'm actually getting tilted a little bit. Holy. Dude, the noises, the voices in my head are winning. Other. Kill John. There we go, the quickest finger on the west. Of course, my fault, gang. I'm far for even attempting to fucking look your way. Hello. It's really hard to tell. You see, oh, dude, how did he do more damage? Oh, whatever. Forget. How can I forget? My fault, gang. My fault, gang. Dude, ain't no way we're having a fucking shoot off. Holy. Dude, this guy can suck. This guy can kick rocks. Holy. It's been a long time, but I do remember. I do hate this map. Like, not even a mile sustain, like an omega sustain. Like, I did. the levels, I don't know what the word is, but it's not rage, but animosity. What's the word I'm looking for, I guess? Is he above me? He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls. No, he's right there. No! Dude, he was dead! He was dead to rights right there! Dude, he was dead to rights right there! Right there! He's right there! I'm not walking forward, I'm not walking forward, I'm not walking forward, now I'm walking forward. Holy, this guy can suck a fucking... my actual fucking McNuggets. Holy... I don't even know if that was the same guy. I'm fucking like too in the mood to not pay attention. Holy. Of course, I gotta forget. Of course, I forgot. Like, if I aim in, I lose the game. Holy, I just have to constantly just... This game, I have a love and hate relationship because sometimes... Yes, I got him! Fuck you! Yes! Kick rocks! Kick rocks! Kick rocks! Kick rocks! Kick rocks! All of you, I'm fed up with all of you. At the same time, I'm actually fed up with all of you at the same time, holy. How's that shit go, like, how that shit goes? Chicken wing, chicken wing, chicken wing. Oh, never, dude, of course, I can forget, silly me, my fault, gang. I'm sorry that I can't push up a guy who's like, he kick rocks, kick rocks, kick rocks. Dude, I love it how they spawns me on the opposite map and they always find a way to get me. That's because I'm always running towards them and not at them. You friendly? Oh, yeah. But they're not. You see, with this grenade, you have to hold it for at least a second or two. Ain't no way. Whatever. Like, members. Yes, eat my dick. Oh, dude. I serve no greater purpose than just had those. No! I ran out of bullets! Dude, like, okay, I hope I'm not the only one who, like, feels like this, but the least chances you have, the more better you'll get in the end. No? Like, oh, he's hiding the railing, little. Dead. Ooh! Dude, they're trying to air out this bitch, holy. Oh, he's hiding in the water barrel. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys, that I just suddenly stopped talking about like interesting fun fact about me. But sometimes I do run out of things to say, and there's always not a lot of things on my mind. I guess something on my mind right now is just because I just thought of it. Harwell is coming out soon. My, you can suck the living Jesus out of fucking Play-Doh. Oh, yes. How much time is on the last? Like a minute left. Oh, dude, this game is very close. And enemy first, allies next. Dude, my allies are, I think they're just like, there's nothing going on in their heads because holy, how do you get cooked in the most obvious spot? Okay, this is the last standoff. Time to throw every grenade in our disposal. And I'm gonna keep hitting it in the same fucking spot. That you distracted and no, I'm going from down mid. Never mind. Wait, was that behind me? Nope. I'm not letting you get me. I'm not letting you get me. I'm not letting you get me on the last second. He got me! No! Oh, we won. I won it off to it. Suck, kick, rocks! Well, yeah. Thank you for watching, everybody. I know this turns out to be a wait. Was I really rated that high? Holy, yeah. Thank you for watching, everybody. Even if there wasn't really much to show or say in the way of game content or whatever, I do wish to talk about more about things because I feel like to get more of people's attention, I have to be talking about more about myself, at least in some shape or form. Unfortunately, I do not like sharing too much in ways that other people consider normal. But yeah. Well, take care, everybody. I'm gonna see what I can do for next week's video because I don't know if I'm interested. I'm definitely gonna be playing Power World, that's for sure. And I do want to make an Uma Musume video. But at the same time, from that Epic 7 video that I did a while back where I tried to make content, that's where I literally was basically at the point of being tired of where I was doing all this stuff. And not to help out that the OBS stuff didn't really work out for me. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody, and I hope you guys have a nice time. All forward, whatever. Thank you.
I want chocolate.